Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Buddha's Enlightenment Day ceremony. We'll begin with a opening speech by Zen Master Bon Yeon.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Buddha's Enlightenment Day. It's so happy to be here, and it's so wonderful to see all your smiling faces. I love the lanterns, too. It's a nice touch. I want to thank everybody for coming from near and far. I know some of you have journeyed from far away, some not so much. We're very honored to have our esteemed head teacher with us today, Zen Master Ji Haeng. She's got her new book. I hope we'll be seeing that at some point today. And she'll be leading her 7-day retreat, which I know many people are super excited to sit with her for the next 7 days. So thank you for coming, Bobby. And big thank you to Providence Zen Center for putting this on for us. So much work goes into this. We have no idea because we just show up and it's looking beautiful. But Sanim here and Danielle and Sanim there and all the people who live here have been working really hard, including painting the hallways a couple weekends ago and cleaning and cooking and doing everything to make it great, arranging our travel, arranging our lunch, arranging this day. So thank you, Providence Zen Center, for your hard training. We really appreciate it. It's so hard for me to believe it's been over half a century now. When you put it that way, it seems like a long time. And it feels like just yesterday we were building this place, but it's been more than 50 years we've been coming here celebrating the enlightenment of the Buddha. So it's said about 2,600 years ago, Buddha left his good situation. He left the palace. He had a very cushy setup there. Gold and jewels and food and riches and beautiful everything. And he left there and became a wandering ascetic and ended up sitting under the Bodhi tree for 6 years asking himself, what am I? Don't know. And said that he sat there so long that birds were nesting in his hair. And sometimes I used to think that that might be just like a metaphor, but I kind of think it could very easily be true, that he was sitting there, he was exuding such a peaceful energy, the birds just sat on him. And then one day he looked up, saw the star, and like all good Buddhist stories end, boom, got enlightenment. And this enlightenment that he got is what we're celebrating today. And what did he get with this enlightenment? He discovered that suffering has causes, and he discovered that suffering has solutions. The causes are very simple: holding I, my, me, holding desire, anger, and ignorance. The solutions are also theoretically simple: letting go of desire, anger, ignorance, letting go of I, my, me. So this is really the gift that keeps on giving. It's the gift he gave to us and why we're here today. And it's a gift that just gets bigger and bigger the more it's shared and the more it's passed down through the generations. So we fast forward about 2,500 years and along comes our teacher, Zen Master Sung-san. And he never talked about enlightenment. And he's like the most enlightened person I ever met. He never talked about it. In fact, if anything, he de-emphasized enlightenment. So people would raise their hands over the years and the decades while he was teaching. What is enlightenment? I want enlightenment. Do you have enlightenment? And each time he would only say, he would hit them and say, don't make enlightenment. Why do you want enlightenment? Why do you eat every day? Why do you sit? He said, make that clear, then enlightenment is not necessary. So that was his kind of enlightenment teaching to us. When he got old, and again, this is a person with the clearest direction of anyone I've ever met, as he was like in his 70s, somebody asked him one day, Sansanim, what is the purpose of your life? And he said, right away, without hesitation, to find the purpose of my life. And this is the most beautiful example. I love that teaching. It's like the question and the answer become one. That's just great direction. So I hope that we can all do that. I hope we either get enlightenment or completely throw away enlightenment and save all beings from suffering. Thank you very much. Enjoy the day.
So please stand for the threefold refuge.
Homage to all Buddhas who are present